Welcome to the coaching call, fam. It is April 1st here, morning, beautiful Seoul, South Korea. I'm going to be your host today. Okay, so for those of you, I see some new members, some new people that just joined Product Gym. Welcome. I see some guests, and then of course we've got the existing batch of people. So I'm going to tell you guys right now. So every Monday, to kind of optimize for efficiency, because I know a lot of people right now, you guys are kind of on the receiving end of a not good market. We're hosting coaching calls every Monday, every Wednesday, and every Thursday. So Monday is basically dedicated towards interview generation strategies and what are more efficient ways to go out there and generate interviews. And the market's changing really fast, so I'm keeping you guys updated of that. Wednesdays is dedicated towards pretty much mock interviews, group interviews, and then also pairing you guys up with mock interview partners. If I pair you up with a mock interview partner, you better show up to your mock interview call. Okay. It's just like a certain level of respect and professional courtesy. And I think it also puts you like, you know, the people that are getting multiple offers in the program, they are doing minimum. What I notice is that they're doing a minimum of two mock interviews like a day if they're full-time job hunting, or two mock interviews like a week. And then Thursdays, up until very recently, I basically just did group resume reviews. As of right now, I think everybody's gotten a resume review already. So, like, we've just been using Thursdays for case studies. I can either bring in case studies, or I would much prefer you guys to bring in the case study. So kind of like the expectation is basically this is there should be 30 outreach messages a day on LinkedIn, 30 outreach messages a day, two from mock interviews a day to two mock interviews a week, and then two case studies a week, which I'm going to take care of the case studies with you guys as you guys are seeing on YouTube. I would really recommend you guys bring them in. And even if you guys haven't gotten the case study with the company that you're interviewing, I'm a big fan of law of manifestation. We should kind of think about like you're gonna get the freaking case study, right? Like if you're interviewing with that company, you might as well just go out there and actually that's one of the interview strategies is like great. And just so I can get ahead of it, is there a case study you guys already have prepared? Because like I want to start working on it right now. The case study is almost always the preview to the problem. So if I hire somebody to go out there and actually do my hire somebody to go out there and help me with my our YouTube channel, I'm most likely going to go out there and issue out. I'm 100% going to go out there and issue out a case study with them. Like, how would you review our YouTube? How would you audit our YouTube? Who are the Like, if somebody's serious about working for me, that's actually how I gauge whether or not they want to be a Product Gym or Elevate team member. I would just go out there and actually just get it from them. Um, so with that said, Mondays and every single call, I basically start off with like some positive news. So are you guys seeing my screen right now? Okay. So we got Lakshya, product manager offer, Walmart 8 hours ago, fresh. We got Steve, who got an offer over there, Fluid Logic. We got Izzy here. I just did her testimonial call, and uh, I can't wait for all y'alls to go out there and be all y'alls to go ahead and actually be on the testimonial soon enough with me. But the overall methodology that we've been using that's been the most effective is, as you guys can go ahead and see, we've been scraping up all of the companies and pretty much all the hiring managers that have posted up. Everybody give a big thank you to Plexi. She's the one doing it. I'm not. So say thank you to Plexi. People are like, oh, like I'm real fucking busy, all right? I'm not the one doing this shit. So yeah, like the companies that are actually posting saying like, hey, we're growing our team right now. Anybody that is a good fit, like please recommend them. These are the most urgent roles, and I really recommend you guys check the Airtable every single day. I actually test like if you ask, everybody's always like, how did you guys get the interview? How did you guys get the offer? Nobody posts more than they're hiring than Walmart. If you did a control F search here, like Walmart, you got 95 hiring, and it's like usually the same person like over and over and over. See, I am a more here, I am a more here. It's like the same people that are like, oh, my team is growing.
Have
If
you
you
seen
want
any instances at
oh,
Walmart that hire remote or all in Benson,
oh,
Bentonville?
100%, 100% throughout the country, both sides, West Coast, but like, I think things that like, hey, let me finish my thought. Like still early for me here. Any company that's just like we've been sourcing up, like we have so much data on this board. Like if you take a look at a hiring manager and they have been hiring nonstop for that is a revenue generating team. That's the team that you guys want to be freaking working at. Those are the revenue generating teams. I've been telling people too, like we recently just had Fanatics posted up there. Not Justin, but somebody else is actually, I'm blanking out on the name, but somebody else is actually interviewing with them. You don't have to convince people to gamble. There are programs trying to help you to stop gambling. All right. So think about that really quick here. Right. So you guys want to make sure that like the companies that you guys are going to right now, they're revenue generating teams because we've also had, unfortunately, people where unfortunately I'm not going to look at Sarab's camera. I think it's kind of making me dizzy a little bit. So that's one's going to look here to my other monitor. Um, uh, we don't want you guys coming back into this program. Obviously, we'll help you guys, right? If you guys need to come back into the program, but we don't want you guys to come back into this program. And as you guys can see, we have all across the board north of 210K was the lowest one for the last three offers, all the way up to like 250K. So the name of the game here is basically the name of the game here. Um, is basically this 30 outreach messages, 30 outreach messages. We just piped up a brand new PDF. Uh, Jessica, you have it, or somebody, can you guys go out there and upload it of the messages that we're sending out? People are converting. So send out 30 messages a day to companies that you're actually excited about. And I'm going to reiterate this over and over and over again until you guys get this thing through. Source 30 positions that you guys are excited about and then start messaging them all at once. Okay, this is thanks, Vanessa. And the reason for that is you guys want to be very excited about the companies that you guys are going after. Okay, you guys want to be very excited about the companies that you guys are going after. Any founder or CEO that is posting up there are the ones you want to shark immediately, and you definitely want to go ahead and follow up. What I'm seeing, because we're talking about interview generation today, is what I see with product managers that are looking for a job, the ones that actually took me on my offer, which came to my place in New York that applied in front of me, is you guys take a look at one job, you guys analyze what kind of company it is, like you guys are first year in investment banking analysts, and then you guys take a look at who works there, and then you guys take a look at the founder, and then you look him up on IG, and then it's lunchtime. No. Get 30 tabs open. Okay, 30 tabs open, like, okay, cool, Pilot. Okay, cool, Fanatics. Okay, cool, DoorDash. Get 30 tabs up, and then you line up your messages and you fire them all off. That way, you have to give yourself a time box. Okay, you have to give yourself a time box. Otherwise, you're just shooting out like one at a time, like you're playing American Sniper. It's never going through. I'm trying to help you guys get off of this call ASAP. You guys have to have the momentum game, and it also helps you every single day to go out there and stay excited about, oh shoot, this role's hiring. Oh my gosh, this role's hiring. When you forget about the role that you were excited about 24 hours ago, you naturally start feeling the abundance of like, there's so many fucking jobs. You know, if you're hitting one and you're spending all that time customizing, that's why I freaking put together the messages for you guys. Don't even think about it. Shoot first, ask questions later. Okay. It's like you guys know I'm in a call with like other coaches, right? It's like when you guys are coming off after a breakup and you feel like, oh my gosh, what are you talking about? That person wasn't the best. You like you're just like complaining. Everybody's been there. I've been there. You guys, that's why I lived in New York. Right after my ex and I broke, I was like, man, I'm getting out of here. You know? Because you have this overflowing quantity of high quality people where it's, oh, no way. You know, you have to have that positive affirmation. And I'm telling you right now, a lot of people think I'm bullshit, but the offers are not. That's very important because when you're going into the interview, I just did Izzy's testimonial and I was like, what do you think was like different for your job hunt this time around? She's like, I saw so many hot opportunities out there where like I didn't feel like I needed to be desperate anymore. She's like I was like, what's the message you guys have for people? She's like, know your value, know your worth, ask questions, interview them back. And you're only going to get that confidence if you have a backlog of other interviews ready to go. You know, we had a guest, and these are all guests that get to sample it because I get 131 requests every single day, and I just can't do that many therapy calls with my team anymore for free. So you guys get to go out there and sample the Tesla, drive it, like even before you guys go ahead and decide to buy. You guys are welcome to stay here. But we had a guest last week and she's like, I want to take the more strategic approach. Don't freaking do that. I'll tell you exactly why you don't. Because you spend all that time analyzing that one job and you are completely omitting all the other possible opportunities out there. So when you show up to the interview, what I noticed in recruiting is people have trigger freeze. They're just like, holy shit, this opportunity, like if I F this up, I got nothing left on my roster. You don't want to be there. You do not want to be there. And then you know what? It comes off as desperate. It comes off as like, generally speaking, I told you almost all the first offers have been about 150 to 170K. For Izzy, first offer north of 210. Why? You know your worth. It's easier for you to feel that way if you have like a pipeline of other interviews to go, right? You want to be excited about 20 opportunities out there, not just one or two. You want to be excited about 20 opportunities. If you're excited about 20 opportunities, like if you think about like Shohei Ohtani coming to the US, it's like, oh, I can go Dodgers. Oh, I can go to the Yankees. Shit, I can go here. Like you're feeling good, right? If you're like, yo, you got this one shot, and you're listening to that Eminem song, like if you had one chance, one opportunity, you are feeling North Korean refugee AF. Like I gotta make this happen. Like you don't want to go in there with that mindset because that's the last person they want to hire. So if you guys want big offers out there, you guys cannot have that level of desperation. I have to reiterate this because you guys could literally get off of this call by Friday like that. You only takes one interview. Send out a few messages. Jessica was really happy keeping up with like the progress. She sent me a message last week. She was like, I sent out a few messages. I booked an interview. Michael last week. Also, he sent me a screenshot. Michael is still here. He sent me a screenshot, sent out a message at 10:44, got a reply back 10:45. Um, that's the last thing that I'm also going to go ahead and encourage everybody keep posting up your interview activity because we have so many people interviewing right now. Even if somebody did, even if somebody's like at round two and you're coming in at round one or at round three, coming in at round two, every advantage helps out. Susan was notorious at interviewing at companies that other people were interviewing at. That's how she got the director job at S&P. Somebody else interviewed before her. And she saw that. She actually was like, "Hey, I think we're interviewing for the same role at S&P. So that's also working like smarter, not harder. See where the other people are interviewing at. If you can get any little bit of intelligence, if somebody's like, oh yeah, I just interviewed with them. Dan is a big hockey fan. Any advantage for you is an advantage right now. So that's actually the other power of the community, right? But you also have to be contributing if you expect other people to go ahead and contribute too. That way we create like a habit of it. So for the roles, it's been very simple. As you guys can go ahead and see, I've been I've been showing people how to go ahead and actually find like the hiring managers. So, Rich, what if they're not on that list? Well, freaking A, bring me the job description, and I'm starting to train people here how to go ahead and actually find how to go out there and actually find the hiring manager. And the other thing here is we've been live streaming all the coaching calls for the past since January 4th. We've given away this information. You know who ended up getting all the jobs? Were the people that's been on every single call since January 4th. So like even like everybody that's been on the call here, on the call since January 4th. Sean here, you guys know he's been on the call. Pritwish here has been on the call. Shivani here, Amazon. That's the other thing here. Even companies that are doing layoffs are still hiring people. Fidelity, Citibank, Pangea, Lodestar. And it's all about like, again, it's all about knowing your worth. Like if you're doing the work, you guys got to be consistent. So if you guys make it a habit. If you guys are applying, go ahead and freaking just post up on Circle. You are applying. And you know what? Make room for anybody else that's joining because where I found the most application tips was when people are like, they'll say that they're applying. I'll just sit in there and I'll be like, oh shit, what's this? Massive. Okay. So like, that's also the other thing too, is like if you're not utilizing AI right now to go out there and apply, I think like if it makes sense for you budget wise, I don't want people to feel like, they're hauling, but um here's the thing. You guys have to apply to, we all know this already. You have to apply to more jobs. The standard conversion ratio right now is about 30 applications to one interview to upwards of like I saw 100 applications to one interview. What I've kind of noticed across the board is I don't know if it's like a race thing where they see like an American name versus a non-American name. I noticed that 10 years ago. I'm not really seeing that right now. Like 10 years ago, if you had like an American name, you would have basically like it was a conversion rate was like 1 out of 10 to 1 out of 8 to 1 out of 10. Versus like if you had like a minority name, it was like 1 out of 20. If it's like female, it's like 1 out of 25. I know it's effed up. But that was way back. But now it's like I'm not really seeing the discrepancies across race or gender. It just comes down to it's gonna hit when it's actually gonna go out there and hit. Lawrence, who you guys know, took a job with us like a while ago. Um, a lot of he already secured a job in February. A lot of the roles that he applied to, like in January, they're whatever reason getting back to him right now. And yeah, operate with no limits and no restrictions, people. If like you get a job like a month later, that's better. Fuck the other job. They wouldn't hesitate. Yo, Jeff Bezos here just laid off a bunch of people at Amazon, but he's also hiring people from Amazon because you guys just saw somebody took a job. Not to mention the guy just rented out every taxi and water taxi in Venice for his wedding. Meanwhile, he doesn't even hand his own team members a freaking discount on a Prime subscription. It's like 75 bucks, yo. Cheap bastard. So like, yeah, if you guys get a better job, definitely go out there and get it. Most people, the first offer is 150 to 170K. If you got to take the job, I've been telling people go ahead and take the job and then keep on looking. Can you leave 3 weeks later? Leave. If it's a better job, go. Don't subjugate yourself to that. I'm still telling you guys are still seeing people that took jobs that are still routinely coming back to these calls. I've been telling people the market has been so volatile that like do not it's been so volatile that like you just businesses don't really know the impact of what's happening to them until way later on. Like this is country's getting crazy. Like I've been watching the news, they're like, if you're flying into the US right now, they can go ahead and check your phone. If you said anything negative about the president, they can take away your phone or even detain you or turn you away. It's like, damn, I guess we're all in Korea now. There ain't no going back. I'm not just talking about this like it's happening to people from allied nations like the UK, Canada, Germany, you know. So things are getting raunchy right now, you know. Dude. I have just been pro America on my IG like crazy, you know. Like, eventually, I want to know. Yeah, so buy Nokia, they still even around. Yeah, so like 100%. So like what I do here on the Monday calls is like, so Jessica here just piped in a role. Palmetto Care. I'm going to show you guys exactly how to go ahead and find it. We got some of the people here. What? I'll get back to Rav Dana. He messaged me a few times. Um, uh, anyways, yeah. It's totally fine. Uh, I've done the calls with the spouses before. It's like, okay, whatnot. Got it. Okay, so we have that role, and then Vanessa here is the PDF of it. So give me a second. So as I may have missed this before, but is the hiring manager on the airport or is the person who posted or who you source or like both? It's actually the person that's actually posted. So it'll actually say everybody should be hitting like pilot. Like any founder right now that's posting has just gotten funding, and this is the most difficult time to go ahead and this is the most difficult time to go ahead and get funding. When I started this business, I can walk into any freaking place in San Francisco and be like, we're revolutionizing the way people buy coffee. I walk out there with 3 million. It's not the case anymore. Those were good days. But like any founder right now that is posting has just gotten funding. It's been 100% the case. So if you see founders and CEO that's posted, it's not because they don't have anything else better to do. It's and they get blown up. You guys see it, right? They get like posted, shared, comments, likes, and all that because the market's looking for work. Everybody should be sending Jessica a message, should be connecting. I get a lot of pushback from product managers that's like, well, if like the founder's like hiring for it, like, isn't it going to be everybody's working like fucking crazy right now? I'm working fucking 18 hours a day and I'm sleeping at 3 a.m. in the morning. All right. So yeah. So even if you were working at JP Morgan Chase right now, you'd be hauled back into the office. You'd be working your ass off too. So yeah. So everybody's working like crazy right now. Everybody should be thinking, I'm in this business to work 18-hour days. So if they're posting like co-founder, CTO, if they are posting, definitely get it. Print Wish, I know you guys saw the screenshot from Print Wish on Circle. He followed up with all these companies that rejected him and he started booking interviews. Sometimes they reject you by accident. We had somebody else send me a message just right now. If you get rejected from the interview, follow up with them 2 or 3 weeks later. Follow up with them 2 or 3 weeks later. I'm gonna let you guys know this. Like, follow up with them 2 or 3 weeks because at that time, if they had to make a decision on you, it's like no. And then now it's a yes. Who do I troll every single week on this call? Mr. Michael Astoy. You know, this guy hit me up June 30th, 2023. We have that thing logged on our CRM. Didn't enroll until January 30th, 2025. Dana, I spoke to last year. She just joined the program right now. People have different timelines. I'm saying that to you guys right now because of this. Like a few weeks ago, I interviewed somebody to work for us at Elevate, and I didn't think they were a good fit. They reached back out to me. Turns out they're one of our best hires yet. And they've only been on the job for like about a week doing what it is that they're at the time, like things are always changing, right? So don't take a rejection as forever. Guys, if you guys been on Tinder or freaking Hinge, you guys already know the game. When I was hosting freaking class in person in New York, I saw every Saturday you guys were running follow-up game every single week. Just going through that freaking that match but ghosted pile, hitting them again and again and again and again. And then you guys got your lineup for next week, right? So like if you think like, hit them up, the message pretty standard. Hey, I saw that you guys, I really enjoyed talking to you guys like a few weeks ago. Did not, unfortunately at the time you guys said you guys were going in a different direction. Wanted to just go ahead and follow up with you. Wanted to go ahead and follow up with you just to go ahead and see if you want to continue the conversation again. I didn't even know why I got rejected. There was never a reason. It's like, oh yeah, we had a good time talking to you too. Like, do we know why we rejected Rich? No, no, no. You want to just talk to him again? This is a volatile market. Nothing's stopping you guys from doing okay, so there's an extra round. There's a fifth round. So what? We can talk. Nobody, it's not law. Wish did an interview at 2 a.m. in the morning. Did you guys see that? He hit the person up at 2 a.m. and they responded at 2 a.m. Like, you want to talk now? I don't know if you're going to get work-life balance talking to a head of product that's still working at 2 a.m. But but just to let you know, there's no excuse for like people saying like, oh yeah, we're not doing interviews right now, right? More interview, get the momentum going. Look for ways to go ahead and work with people. Everybody should be hitting up this role right now. Uh, Dash Intelligence, like um, Dash Intelligence, hit that thing up. Another co-founder here, kind is hiring for a senior product manager and UX generalist. Uh, who do Gov Tech? Okay, who do I know? Justin, you have a product and a UX background. Tell him you get two for the price of one.
Yeah, I
Take
do.
that,
Yep.
smoke that motherfucker, dude. You know, that's the other thing too about being savage on the market. Take a look at like what other jobs. We talk about this more on Wednesday when we're talking about the interviewing part. If you guys see other roles here that you guys are a good fit for, it's like, oh yeah, I could do that too. I could do that too. Yeah, you get two for the price of one. Why not? So let's go ahead. If you guys have some roles here, I know some of you guys, it's first time joining us, but if you guys see some roles here, let's go ahead. I'm going to show you guys exactly how effort it is to go ahead and find this role. So, okay, San Francisco, LA, New York. Oh, that's a great sign right there. So the company is called Whatnot. Let's go ahead and search for Whatnot. Shop, sell, connect. Oh, oh, things like that. They do well in this type of market. Let's go to Whatnot company page. I'm going to verify this. Okay, they got 500 to 1,000 employees. So to go out there and just iterate what we're doing right here was we're trying to find the hiring manager. Okay, boom. Series E, not A, B, or C, E, 265 million. Yeah, I feel excited about these roles, right? Hit them. Okay, now let me see here. Gucci. Okay, so the location, I always go United States. I go to show results. There's recorded so you guys can go out there and watch it again. And then we go to all filters. I'm going to do this for a few roles so you guys kind of get into the habit of this. I'm going to go ahead and go to product. I'm going to go to show results. Product design, product. Okay, I got 3 pages. So I'm just going to go through this manually right now. Okay, product. So these are the people that we really want to go ahead and grab. Senior director, director, director. These are good. And then you have senior chief product officer, right? Okay. Now let's take a look at this. Join the future of commerce. So Whatnot is the largest live stream shopping platform. Oh shit, yo. 202, 205, 275K. Dude, QVC is making a comeback. Let's try to see. You know where they got this idea, right? From Cal? Let's see here.
Uh, TikTok shop.
That and like, yeah, like China, they do. Did you see that Chinese lady? She basically sold like $3 million worth of merchandise in like 5 minutes. She's like, this is just like da
Hmm.
da 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 da. It's like, yeah, this is like everybody needs a kimchi maker right now. And it's like, yeah, just going down the list. Um, yeah, dude, live shopping has been crazy right now. That's why we do so much live right now. We're on YouTube Live, we're on Instagram Live on my phone right here. You know, let me see here. Okay, so what we want to go ahead and do is so we have director of product, senior director of product, community marketplace, and then we have also the chief product officer, University of Sydney. I was just talking about that thing with Rob, Dana, like how many Australians are like in this racket in America. Uh, but like they get like there's like some kind of special visa. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna add that for uh okay. And then I'm gonna take a look at this job description right here. And this is what like whatnot is, and then there's this, right? So I'm gonna take all of this right here. Give me a second, and I'm gonna pull up my trusted friend here, otherwise known as Mr. DeepSeek, because ChatGPT is getting a little slow here in Korea. Have you guys been seeing those like Ghibli images? It's like
Yep.
on everywhere.
Yep.
Okay, it's like I want to craft a short and fun message I can send to a hiring manager on LinkedIn for a product manager role. And I have just included the job description. Stand out both for the role and as a person, and be sure to keep the word count within 300 characters. That's how we're getting jobs at Walmart. You know, people are kind of like tired, of like, I'm interested. That's like sending out a Tinder message, yo. Yeah, yeah. That was like really fun feedback pre-pandemic. You would see like all the girls would be shit talking the guys and the guys would be shit talking the girls and they'd be like, let me see it. Like they'd help each other out and they'll be like, is this your message right here, bro? Step your game up. Like, why don't you try something like instead of how was your day? Like, what do you enjoy? What do you enjoy about being a product marketer, Uh, 0 to 1 problems, cross-functional chaos. Sign me up. I thrive in ambiguity. Unblock teams with low ego hustle and builds solutions customers love. Let's chat about how my scrappy PM style and my obsession with, I would say like right here, let's do live selling. Can feel whatnot's rocket ship. Ping me, coffee's on me if we're in the same hub. Obviously, like, okay, let's try this a different version. Keep it a little more professional. I don't even know if I can say this, but I think China's gonna win the war on AI, fam. They got 1.4 billion people working day and night. Meanwhile, you guys are complaining about, well, I do better work from home. I just want to work at home. Pay me $200,000 so I can work from fucking home. Yeah. Very different mentality here in Asia. Excited about this role. I love driving 0 to 1 products in fast-moving environments, unblocking teams, balancing strategy with execution, and turning ambiguity into action. My experience and aligns well Whatnot's mission. Would love to discuss how I can contribute. Happy to go out there and connect. Uh,
Doesn't it feel a little kind of AI generated still?
well, yo, I didn't say just fire it off. I mean, add a little,
Oh, yeah, but just like,
Yeah,
how
100%, dude. But like, here's my philosophy about it, right? So that's a fantastic question. Number one, I mean, even if you were bringing like a pumpkin pie that you bought from Whole Foods to the Friendsgiving, put it in a better package so people didn't think you put no effort into it. I mean, this
fair
is still
enough.
better than doing it manual. But I think the other thing that I've also told people is basically this. Like, you guys are seeing how many videos I'm pumping up, right? Sending out a bad message is still better than sending out no message and just get it out there. You guys see how many I'm pumping out freaking 15 shorts per day. Meanwhile, my competitors, that's like a day in the life of a product manager at Spotify that's doing that Oscar win. Like, yeah, on paper, it looks like that girl that we're competing against has like a much, better thing. But as you guys can see in the last 15 months, because I've been showing you guys my YouTube progress, we've been catching up too, right? We'll eventually surpass that girl. So, like, how many times do you guys go on LinkedIn and you guys are seeing the screenshots I'm posting up? Job was posted an hour ago, 100 plus applicants, right? The more time that you guys are taking, like whether or not this is going to be perfect, you guys should just fire it off. How I fight food coma, because like I'm living in Asia right now, and I guess because I grew up poor, like I eat until I throw up. I just start recording freaking short videos, and not everyone is going to be a great one, but like I can't expect people to just go out there and freaking pay up just because I had a really good 60-second clip. Start getting that momentum out there and start flooding it because the only thing you guys can really control is that number 30. So the more time that you guys are thinking about it, you're kind of reinforcing to yourself like you guys have to be perfect. Um, always, I'm really excited for the Izzy testimonial to come out. It's currently being edited right now. But she's like, yo, go out there and ask them questions. Go out there, have fun with it. Um, like, because you got like the more you guys are overthinking it, it's kind of reinforcing this era of like desperation and just like I would say scarcity. We don't really want to do that. So if that message F's up, that's fine. Because you want to know why? We have this other role here that we can go out there and hit up, right? Ba, 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 ba. Okay, Palmetto. Now, another thing that I also want to go out there and emphasize for people, we're about to get an American Express offer that's coming out. Um, is and you guys saw like print here. Okay, offer at Citibank. Okay, something I really have to go out there and tell you guys is this over and over. I want listen, you guys can get off of this call by Friday, right? Is like you see other roles that are similar when like where there's smoke, there's always fire. So let's go out there and take a look at it. Okay. So we got product manager, comma payments. I know some people have not just Justin on this call that have a design background. People ask me like, Rich, should I hit multiple roles? Yeah, you should. You know? And honestly speaking, the best answer for why do you want to work here is I need a job. Listen, like don't freaking lie to them saying you're ready to join the fight in the e-commerce. Like, You're not. This is not Avengers, yo. This is a job. You know, in China, in Asia, yeah, product management is combat. This is America. I know people right now that don't have a job that's not even applying to more than 2 jobs a day. You know, you guys are just not wired to be that unhappy. Let's just admit that. You know, like if you actually say like, yeah, I applied here today because I needed a job. So why did you hit every role? Because I really need a job. You know, like at least like come on, like be real. Like me, I'm very real. Like I say F this, F that, shy of F you. Like I'll say it all. People love it, you know, 100%. Dude, like, yeah, I really need a job, but I also am very interested in this space. And if you guys just got funding right now, over 265 million Series E, that means I don't have to watch more YouTube videos about how to get a product manager job. So that okay. That's a good thing. Yeah, it means I can go all in for you guys. Right? Like go out there. You know, you guys tried begging, yeah, I could do this. Yeah, I love that. It didn't work out. Go the other way. Try the other way for a little bit, right? But Kel hit this role. And you know what? Another thing here is this. Uh just because Kel brought in the job, man, smoke him. Tell yourself that you can freaking do the job better than Cal. You know, like I don't know why. Like people are also thinking like it's a free for all. You know, people are watching this. People, we're on IG and YouTube Live right now. I'm about to get this tool called Restream. We're gonna be on TikTok Live, LinkedIn Live. I want to be everywhere. Like we're running a freaking Fox newsroom. You know, so like definitely hit up the role. Why not? So like Palmello right here. Oh man, they lit up like a Christmas tree right now. This is great. You know, this is fantastic. This is a good find. Who brought this in? Jessica?
It's just me. I found the people, but I can't tell who is the one I should reach out to.
Okay, give me some links to the people.
Oh, okay. But they would seem like they would all be peers. Still give them.
Okay, so while you're doing that, I'm just gonna reemphasize. So what if Jessica didn't find these people, right? So I'm gonna go to Pomelo Care right here, and I'm gonna go to people, 50 to 51 to 200. I'm gonna click on that. What am I gonna do next? I'm gonna go ahead and go to United States. Okay, I'm gonna hit that. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and go to product. This is the hilarious thing about product management versus tech sales versus cybersecurity. Product managers will ask me, Rich, why is it all caps? Because it is. Why do you need to know why? You just do it. You know, like, all right, so we have design, Liz Gallagher, you know, yeah. You see, also another thing while I'm doing this, I'm just gonna throw it out there for the guys. You guys see like how people's like LinkedIn photos are? Nice, casual clothing, big smile, front facing. This is going out to my man Sai. You're looking too corporate, man. It's not good.
Yeah, I need to do another photo shoot or something.
No, 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 dude, just take a freaking just put on a polo shirt, just take a photo of it with your iPhone. Uh, you know, no need to stress yourself out. Okay, so I would go with all right, who would I go with for this position, right? So you got a lot of product people. So let's take a look. Okay. Senior director, those are always great because it's director. Care coordinator was a product management, health tech, care coordinator. All right, she's definitely looking to transition. Possible future source of revenue. We're gonna hit her up right after this call. Okay. Product, Pomelo Care, senior product manager. Okay. Senior product manager is kind of like just another person that works there. So we want directors, VPs, heads, chief product officer. Okay. We want that. And then let me go ahead and take a look at this Ian Hooley character here. Ah, okay. See, that's where you have to do some looking because sometimes they'll just write product. Okay. And then you'll look at VP, head of product, data, Flatiron Health. Oh my gosh, this guy's been healthcare up the yin yang. Okay. Other things that I'll also look for is like, these little things, they actually really help out in the interview. Like, you guys don't think so, but they really do. Somebody got a job with me because they're just like, oh, I saw you studied abroad in Germany. Why, were you part of the same program? I was part of a different school. I make a habit of that, like, because, people like they subconsciously they taught us that in recruiting, like say something about the university they went to because those were less stressful times when all you had to do was just study and drink. Man, I'd go back to college. Like, I'd go back to college so fast. It's like, oh, cool. So I saw that you went to, even if like it doesn't even have to be something in common. Like, yeah, and I saw that you went to the American School of Milan. Oh, yes, take me back there. God damn it. Oh man. Don't you like being? Fuck no, I don't want to be a product manager anymore. Like it makes them feel good. Any study abroad experience, great. Ian Cooley. Let me see here. So let's take a look at this multidiscipline. Da 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 da. Okay, so sometimes here it'll actually say like who is it reporting to. So I'm going to do the same thing. So the first paragraph is always about us. So I never really add anything about us. But you can. So why not? I'm just going to go out there and highlight the whole thing, play with the messages, play with the prompts. Okay. I'm just going to exit that. I'm just going to pop this guy in here, and then I am going to go ahead and what? And then I'm just going to do this. And then just because we hit that up just right now, I'm going to get kind of fun with it, right? Provide me with two versions, one that's more fun and another slightly more professional.
And Rich, while we're waiting for the message to display, I had a question. So I know you mentioned that we should all be knocking out at least 30 messages per day, networking with all those individuals like directors, senior directors, VPs, CPOs, et cetera, et cetera. Should we also be applying to the roles that we're seeing open while also sending out those messages, or hold off on the application, submit the messages, and then apply?
Everything everywhere all at once. You guys want to be applying to, because one of the most common responses that I've actually seen, this is how I know most people are not doing it, is did you apply directly to the role? If you guys are seeing all the screenshots, there's like a back and forth interaction before people booking the interview, right? You're not just like expecting, like you're not dropping some fire message and they're like, yo, let's talk. Like it's actually like, oh yeah, thanks for like reaching out, like, like job hunting right now across like product management, tech sales, or even cybersecurity is kind of like the dating app game 2018, before running clubs took over. Like there is a back and forth dialogue. So like 100%, like definitely like reach out and do that back and forth dialogue. So yeah, we have 298 characters here. So pregnancy plus tech plus impact. Count me. Oh my gosh. Okay. In all honesty here, I think we want to thank Andrew for mentioning that, because like, you want to take a look at this message before you guys are sending it out. Because if I got this message from a girl from a girl that's a product manager, that's hot. If I got a message from Kel, this is creepy. Like pregnancy plus tech plus impact. Yo, WTF? I'll be looking at my freaking recruiter buddy, be like, yo, Andrew, dude, look at this sick fuck here saying.
That's a challenging
And
work.
Right, 100%. So I think that's also like a cool one where it's like, hey, add one that's a little bit dude, come on, ChatGPT, like AI is pretty much doing the job for you. Add one in that's like a little bit more fun, and if you can swing it, do it. Add one in that's like a little bit add one in that's like a little bit more professional, right? You can get away with. I think the other thing here, like a lot of product managers, stop utilizing Crack the PM interview book because everybody that you interview with, they were reading that book when they were looking for a job. So it makes it too predictable, which also like I'm not saying the book doesn't work. I'm just saying it doesn't work anymore. You know? Because that thing's been out for like more than 15 years, man. A lot's changed. Don't you guys wish you can guys go back 15 years ago? Like, so those are not like combat effective strategies anymore. So you reach out to that one. But as you guys can see here, I did this all within about, plus shooting the shit, like you guys that have been in the calls for like at least 2 or 3 weeks, you guys saw I can hit like 30, like pretty much within like 2 hours. If you're talking about heads down, Dennis was doing about like 100 in 1 hour at his height. It takes some time to go out there and warm up there. Like if you can only do 3 push-ups, you do 3 push-ups, and then you do 10, and then you do 15, and then you do 20, and then you kind of build yourself up. This is why you guys just want to go ahead and actually just hit up on the line. Who's applying? Hit me up. This is the Google Hangout link. Come join me, right? Let me know. I'll give you a shout out, on Circle, right? Because you guys just can procrastinate on it. Like, luckily for me, like you guys saw how many times I posted up on LinkedIn yesterday? You guys see how many, Kel, you see how much I post on IG? You see how much I post on freaking IG? I post a lot. Like, because I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna try to go out there and drown out my competition, yo. Like, luckily for me, we piped up right now, just freaking probably. And then I wake up and then I can go out there and see what people actually care about. Because the more you get out there, also the more data that you can go out there and collect. We're product managing the entire process. I piped up like 12 shorts yesterday. We're dropping another 12 like in about 2 hours. I'm gonna drown out my freaking competition, and the engagement's been going up. Uh, Same thing with like if you're looking me up here. Okay, everybody should hit this roll right now. Come on, guys, let's get off of this call by Friday. Plexi, do we have this one on the sheet? Earning, right? Cash out, staff product manager, posted up 38 minutes ago. You lied. I told it, everybody hit up somebody before we get off of this call today. Hit up, like, don't freaking like get on this call and then go vape. I know Michael's been vaping this whole time. That's why he never has his camera on. You know? Let's see here.
Rich, can I ask one question real quick?
Fire away.
So I got a rejection email, but the recruiter told me that he wanted to send my resume to another team in the company. Should I send him my product gem resume since I've updated it since I applied to that last job when I
Yeah.
reply? Okay.
Yeah.
And then the last question, you had
Yes.
posted another video about hooks. Where is that information? Because I wanted to watch it.
Post up another about what?
You posted a short, I think, today about using hooks in the interview. Did you post that info already?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I recently just bought an online course on how to go ahead and do hooks. Hang on. Yo, this one freaking shot it up for us. I recorded this thing off my phone. And I was like, if you guys want, you guys go out there and get it. And it was literally like this. People were like, cyber, 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 cyber. And this was how to go ahead and pass. This was for the cybersecurity channel. Cybersecurity has been so ripping for us. Shit. That thing, watch this thing. It's been going up 100 views like every single day. I've been watching it like GameStop. uh, All right, let's get back to you guys. Nope, that's the wrong channel. That's my lifestyle content channel. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, so shorts. What? Mastering the hooks. Did you remember like what kind of like version of it was it?
No, you had just said we need to use hooks, but it didn't go into the how of it yet.
Oh man, we'll talk about it more on Wednesday. But
Okay.
we've been piping up. You guys have to just do like the volume here. Look at how much volume I'm piping up right now. Like how to transition to product management with no experience. I did this as a podcast. We're always looking for guests. Day in the life of a product manager. I'm dropping right now 60 YouTube videos. Like, oh, we're totally in Korea right now. We're all locked in, ready to fucking go wartime. Trying to print as much cash before the tariffs go live in 24 hours. Yeah, friggin' A, dude. Friggin' A. Okay, so all right, so let's go back to this. Anybody have any more anybody have any more what you call it roles that they want me to go ahead and find really quick? And then before I go ahead and address Daniel's question right here. Mm, Um, anybody? I mean, okay. There are so many hot roles right now. I mean, like uh whatchamacallit. Kel, how's the Google interview going?
I have that scheduled for the 8th. So I gotta practice.
Mock interviews, people. Mock it. Don't wait for me to sign partners. Dude, I'm root. Dude, you land that Google job, man. I swear to God, dude. Freaking hell. I'm gonna be fucking on IG live just screaming, what? I'm gonna list out all my competitors and just call them out one at a time like I'm freaking Eminem at his prime. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're talking shit. You can get the fuck out of this. Okay. Good. Whatchamacallit? Justin, did we ever hear back what's going on with Fanatics? This is why I don't like the camera off people, man. I don't know what they're doing in the background.
Sorry, I was watching my
We're here.
Well, what's going on with Fanatics?
have not heard back yet, but am putting together a follow-up message for this evening.
They're not just hiring for one product manager. Michael Rubin right now is printing cash. Okay, hit up every single role.
Yeah.
Yeah, hit up every single role.
It doesn't hurt us to apply for multiple at the same time. They won't think it's just like spamming their ATS.
No,
Nope.
Okay.
no, no. We got to get it all. Anything you guys think you guys shouldn't be doing, you guys should just do it. Except for pregnancy plus tech plus impact. If you're a guy, don't send out that message. That's one sure way to go viral in a way you don't want to go viral. I saw like pregnancy plus tech plus impact. Carlos Alvarado. Whoa. What are you into, man? I got one from Stripe and Pinterest. Woo! Let's get it. Yeah, I mean like 100%. Like, and that's why you guys should be reaching out to like multiple hiring managers too. Sometimes people help me like, hey, should I reach out to the hiring manager or should I reach out to the recruiter? Like, do both. Always just do more. You guys are going in there like I think my biggest takeaway from Izzy is um I know I'm a great product manager. And I think like whether you're transitioning into the field or you're doing this for the first time, like you should absolutely have that mindset like you're just the best. even when I started this business, and I was like, people are like, you've never been a product manager before, and I was like, no, but I'm the best product manager out there. They're like, are you joking? I was like, did it look like I was? So 8 years later, look at us now. So like you have to, even if you don't have that experience, you have to be thinking about the best. This one lady sent me this email, and I'm gonna go ahead and answer Daniel's question that he piped up in the beginning. This one lady sent me this email, and she said like, I don't want to keep up this facade that like I can't maintain. And I was like, Elon Musk's world is falling apart right now. That guy's still like out there giving out press conferences. So like, I don't know what business you think you're getting yourself into. I mean, I get it, but like, yeah, there is a entertainment aspect of being a product manager, a certain level of like showmanship, and yeah, people want to go out there and hire product managers that are entertaining, and people want to go out there and hire product managers that are out there that are captivating. Whatever I lack in product management experience, I'll more than freaking make up for with attitude. And you guys, they have to feel that aura from you, because as a product manager right now, you guys are getting thrown so many problems that you guys don't know how to solve. And despite your best intentions and your best efforts, some of you guys are coming back into the program. You guys gave it your best swing, and the company still ended up doing layoffs. And that's the game now. But I could tell you that tech has been on an upward trajectory nonstop since 2012. The last time tech was underneath this type of scrutiny was during the dot-com bubble. And the people that made it through that are all pretty much billionaires. So this is actually when the real product managers are coming out. Like the best product managers are going to come out during this time. So with Daniel, your question at the beginning of the call was basically this, right? Do you recommend, hang on, two things. Like, do you recommend mass applying, or is that a dead end, or is messaging better than applying? Honestly speaking, both. If you're doing this, I would really recommend that you're still applying. You should be applying to every single job that you're reaching out to. At the same time, if your budget affords, definitely like get on an AI application tool, like a massive, like an AI apply, like a Sonara. I did a video about that. Let me go ahead and see if I can go ahead and find it for you. What? But like, I did a video for that, but like, I would just recommend that you basically get like a free trial of each. They all offer free trials. Test it out, see which one that you like. I've heard mixed reviews from like all of them, but they're constantly like improving the algorithm because they know a lot of people are on it. And if you're not, I mean, if you can afford it, do it. But like, if you can't, like, just hit up like 30 rolls like a day and just tell people like, I'm getting ready to mass supply. But anything that you think you should be doing, you should just do it. Does that make sense, Daniel? Like,
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. I appreciate that.
yeah. I mean, the thing about doing like, that's kind of been, this is the video, best AI job hunting tools. I did a breakdown of it. I just piped it in for you to go ahead and watch. Just choose one. Even like since like a month ago after I dropped that, like 3 of those tools, like massive, already made like massive updates on it. I'm not getting paid to endorse them right now, but I am manifesting a check from one of these people. So, what was I gonna say? Like even for us right now, like, I want everybody to have like their entrepreneur hat on, right? Like, if we do like these live engagements right now, like doing it live, the truth of the matter is some people are going to watch it, some people are not because of timing. So we're just on more days out of the week. Some people are going to want to be on IG, some people are going to be on YouTube. So we're just on as many platforms as possible. And some people are going to choose to watch YouTube videos where I'm explaining something. Some people are just going to enjoy this more lifestyle. So we're just doing both. Some people like short form, some people like long form. We doing both. Some people like video, some people like text. You guys saw like how many like written posts? I think I piped up like 12 posts on LinkedIn right before I went to bed in Korea. So like some people like video, some people like text, both. You know, like that Asian movie that won the Oscar, baby. Everything, everywhere, all at once. You know, you just have to like go out there and just manage your schedule, like I think more productively and just have this mindset. You're gonna go out there and just bag up and rack up as much cash as possible. Because honestly speaking, like when you get on the job, it's kind of gonna be like this anyways. You know, you're gonna be fighting for your life. You guys should be having this mindset like you're a medical student 2 months into COVID. You guys know you guys are going to war. Contraction rate of the virus 100%. You know? I don't know if I made you guys feel better, but yeah. Any other questions I can go out there and answer for you guys? Andrew, please.
Yeah, I have a bunch of questions. Well, first of all, I'm Canadian, so I don't really know how to apply and like what to say. Currently, I'm saying I'm based in New York,
Mhm.
but how do I like there's clearly like do you need sponsorship? What do I say and how generally like on interviews? What am I
Well, last
supposed
time
to
I
be doing?
checked, aren't you guys going to be the 51st state by like the middle of the month? So it's like
That would make my life easier.
he was ready to throw hands. A lot of companies actually have been hiring Canadians. Like I actually make a lot of screenshots of that too on LinkedIn and stuff. But the way that companies look at it is that you guys are like American talent but cheaper. So you guys should definitely just do the outreach. Again, everything goes back to like interviewing, negotiating, resume, everything goes back to like the most value that companies feel like they can get out of you versus somebody else. I think the really good news right now is 90% of the product management market is really hot garbage. So I definitely like still recommend uh we still have a lot of Canadians getting jobs that are in the program from US based companies.
So I
Uh
don't have to lie that I'm based in New York. I can say it's Toronto.
no. You don't gotta go there. Um
Okay.
and if anything, there's always a TN visa. And then anybody else that has any other questions, like pretty pleased with sugar on top. I'm not Chat GPT. If you guys can just go ahead and type in the question, it'll really help me get through it faster. But Daniel, please. But Andrew, what was your next question?
Yeah, so basically the last time I did the CV, it was like 2 years ago. And I had the product gym, like people review that. It didn't really work well. I had like from 500 applications, I had, I don't know, maybe 0 or 1 reply. So I wonder how do I go about updating my CV? Like who do I send it to? Like how do I make sure that it's
Got it. Okay. So there's been, if you guys are talking about like resume, that's a fantastic question. Give me a second here. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and copy this playlist for you guys right now. So there's been a lot of updates, and I'm constantly adding videos to this playlist, like a lot of updates. Because with the volume that we have out there, they have to find ways to go out there and filter people out. Before the resume review, either on Wednesday or on Thursday, just go through that and make sure that you're just matching up all the guidelines. Like I have a whole
Mhm.
checklist for you guys. And then most important one I think to go ahead and watch is actually the LinkedIn one and making sure that your LinkedIn is actually aligned with the resume. Most of the jobs right now is actually being transacted on LinkedIn because like recruiters are getting laid off too, and also recruiters are quitting. I'm actually getting so many recruiters hitting me up about the cybersecurity program because recruiters know like they're actively getting replaced by AI. So like, like a big reason why you guys are not here, like the hiring managers, they're reaching out to me. It was two reasons why hiring managers are reaching out to me. Number one is like their recruiters aren't giving them like any more resumes or like enough good resumes, and they're like we have a budget open, why haven't we filled the role yet? Every single day I'm on the news, they're like people are like I can't get a job, but meanwhile I'm working until like 2 a.m. in the morning, right? It's like because their recruiter doesn't give a shit. Second reason is they also want to know like how's the job market because they have to go back in the job hunt themselves. So like like your LinkedIn profile actually matters a lot more than your actual resume. at this point, not to say like the resume is not important, that's why we're still reviewing the resumes, but definitely like if you guys are seeing roles right now and you guys are like, oh shoot, like, you know, should I wait until I get my resume? Like, no, message them right now on LinkedIn. If they're posting, they're honestly, somebody freaking go ahead and tell me, like, we've been doing this every single like week. You guys are seeing it. But my like my algorithm is definitely like way more optimized. I piped in that role that was posted up 38 minutes ago. That job, you guys are seeing it every week. The jobs that are being posted at this time of night, at this time, they're freaking like people have been reaching out to them live on this call and they're like, Rich, I booked the interview. Don't miss out. Like freaking hit those jobs up like right now. In fact, like I would really encourage everybody on the call right now, if you guys like, I don't know which time zone you guys are in, but like do a session right after this where you guys are reaching out to people. Michael Estoy right here, he's one of the examples. 10:44 at night, 10:45 reply. So like if you guys are waiting, like hit them up right now because this is when they're pissed off the most. That's actually why like our team just went like freaking 100% global. Somebody signed up for my cybersecurity program. It was hilarious. I was talking to them. They booked a call at 1 a.m. in the morning. You know when they enrolled? 1:22 in the morning. The guy hit me up and he was just like, oh man, it's like, yeah, I want to be a cybersecurity analyst. I was like, at 1 a.m. in the morning, and the guy's like, my girlfriend just broke up with me, and she's like, it's because I'm not doing anything with my life, and I'm gonna prove her wrong. I was like, you damn right you will. Let's get you signed up right now. I don't want this guy to have 8 hours of sleep, get some breakfast after 2 hits of Juul. He's not feeling that bad about life. He's not feeling that bad about life, you know? So speed to lead, very, very, very important. In fact, let's go out there and freaking let's take a look right now. You know, right before I go out there and head out to lunch. Yeah, 1 hour ago, earning. Dude, even if you had some shit message like, hey, Elon, I want to be earning with you, send that freaking message out. Don't freaking don't freaking like wait on it at all, you know? Like lead product manager. Let's see here. 1 hour ago, 6 hours ago. See when they're posting up? 23 hours ago, people are posting late at night. Let's see here. Okay, principal, technical, product manager. That's another one. Okay, anytime you see this, like co-founder, CTO, calling all product managers, right? You guys need to be hitting those things up. Every time you guys see a CEO on here, I want you guys to go up there and grab that thing. Is Austin on the call today? Austin's not on the call today, but I'm hiring for an associate product manager.
Yeah,
What's that?
up to the one.
Mute if this is the first time you're on a conference call. uh, okay, technical product manager. Oh, yeah, dude. This is actually where I see like a lot of you two are very selective about applying. This is what I noticed when I invited product managers to come and apply at my apartment in New York. You know, hit that thing. University of Idaho, yeah, it's probably not going to be the hottest job, but you'd be amazed how much these universities pay. The president of NYU, he clears like $5 million a year just for giving out 2 speeches a month. You know, the companies that I've been seeing the companies that I've been seeing. See, look at these guys here making all this bullshit content. Don't be a PM. Why haven't you quit your job yet, asshole? Like, friggin' A, dude. The companies that are paying the best are these like weird ass companies. There was a company out there that was like doing styrofoam cups. And people were like, yeah, but I'm gonna have to do all the work. That's where you know you have a job. You can also go ahead and James from like back in October got a head of product job. You can make recommendations. Yeah, I'm gonna have to hire an extra 2 more product managers. You guys don't have to do all the work. You know, Plexi, can you go ahead and share the Airtable, please, with Mr. Daniel? Yeah, like 100%. Like, I think also sometimes like bringing in some of your problems too, write out what some of your problems are. It doesn't just have to be the job, but things that are just pissing you off. Like, I went to my team, I was just like, I'm like freaking doing calls until 3 a.m. in the morning, and then I gotta wake up until 8 a.m. in the morning and do this call. I'm like, somebody was like, Rich, you could push the call back an hour, man. It's like, you're the boss. I was like, why the fuck have I been? Dude, I remember one time I was freaking like crawling out, freaking hungover for somebody else's apartment. I was told being generous the other night. I was like, oh, you can push the call back an extra hour, dude. Nobody's forcing you to be on this call. So sometimes the things that are like pissing us off shouldn't even really be pissing us off. I think like as a product manager is like listing out these like restrictions and stuff. We're inviting some of the guests to go, like we're getting blown up right now on calls. We're inviting some of the guests and they can sit in 1 time or 2 times to kind of get a feel for it. And I was like, yeah, why haven't we been doing that? I mean, the last time we had a guest on here, Justin was actually selling the people for us on the program. Thank you, Justin. I had no idea he was skeptical. I thought he was like, yeah, 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 yeah. At the time, like his girlfriend grew up in the next town over from me. So like 100%. Plexi, can we get that Airtable link over to Daniel, the shareable one? So like whatever you guys think your restrictions are, like limitations, they're really not. You guys also like, I'll close it up with this, right? Ed, right? He had a screenshot, 160K offer. Talked to the CEO on Saturday, got it up to 200K. Like, he was like, yo, like, yeah, I was like, if you're gonna come to a CEO and be like, yo, this is less money than what I used to make, yeah, go fuck yourself. There's less money. I'm making less money than I used to make too, like, but you're gonna be like, hey, I would love to go out there and spend some time this week to talk about, as your new product manager, what would make you happy? I'm really busy. Okay, this week, but we need an answer this weekend. It's a Friday. Okay, can you talk Saturday morning? Yeah, I can talk Saturday morning. So it's all about like every single problem you think you have, there's actually a solution to that problem. If you just actually like write it out, what's the problem? Come with a solution. But then you got to be consistent about it. Yeah. So Airtable link. Yeah. Champs. It's not rocket science. 30 outreach messages. I know not everybody's sending out 30, but if you guys are not feeling it, post up and like do it with other people. The secret, I've been saying this shit since January 4th. You know, 30 outreach, there's no secret sauce to this game. 30 outreach messages a day, follow up, send a Loom video, send a Loom video and say, hey, I applied to the job. And then 2 mock interviews a day of your full-time job hunting, and then like two case study, 2 mock interviews a week if you have a job, and then let's do 2 case studies every Thursday. That's it. Dana's been watching us, and she says she's been getting FOMO. One of the big reasons why people can't do it is they can't bring themselves to physically do it. Like for me, I don't enjoy recording and all that. That's why I live in Korea, because I'm in the influencer capital of the world. This is every single day people are just creating content out here. You go to their fucking restaurant, they're creating content, right? Yeah, so like we're gonna go ahead, and you guys are seeing people take jobs offers every single week, and you guys are seeing above 200K offers. So multiple offers gets us bigger offers. So just rack up some wins. A win doesn't necessarily mean an offer. Wins is like, okay, I did my 30 outreach messages today. Boom, that's a freaking win. Little wins rack up to big wins. So if the key, I think, to most people is, I was like, I can't make it any simpler than that. 30, 2, 2. The key to it is procrastination. Let people know you guys are getting after it. So and post up that thing on there, and don't wait for people. Just get after it. Any other questions before I go ahead and wrap it up? Okay, enough with the motivation session. In the next 60 seconds, I want everybody here to message one hiring manager, send me the freaking screenshot. I want everybody in here, get on that freaking Airtable and fire one away. Freaking ChatGPT is practically doing the freaking job for you guys anyway. I show the dude. Sometimes I host these calls at a WeWork, and they're like, these motherfuckers here. I mean, what? 200K jobs. You want to know? You're not making 200K legally in Asia if you're doing 200K a year. You're in some form of criminal enterprise out here. Don't let the shiny lights fool you. Like Japan is a first world economy and they've got like 110,000 Yakuza members for a reason. There's like freaking trying to make 6 figures legally in Asia. I have a better chance of freaking going jogging this afternoon with Kim Jong-un, dude. It's not possible, man. You gotta go out there and get into some kind of gambling, extortion, crypto hacking, blackmailing, gun running, narcotics trafficking racket, shy of just selling human beings and stuff. Uh, Actually, hang on here. Hang on. Plexi, are you still on? Plexi, just send it over to Daniel directly. We have some guests here. Guests, unfortunately, you can't have access to actually, hang on. Plexi, just send it to me. I'll send it to Daniel. Yeah, that's a key advantage for our people, even though they don't take advantage of it enough. And then Sharia. Hang on. You spoke with Jermaine, right? Am I saying your name right? Sharia?
Yep, that's correct. Sure, yeah.
Sharia. Fantastic. We had a few other guests here but I know you talked to my guy Jermaine because he texted me about it. What'd you think of this call so far, homie?
Um, yeah, I think yeah, I speak to that guy. I mean, it's it was helpful.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Calls if you want to join. All right. Anybody else?
Well, I spoke with Jermaine too. I think I definitely see the value in the program and the community and the knowledge that the team brings. So definitely appreciate the team taking the time to let me hop on, be a guest, see how you guys roll with the flow and everything. And yeah, just appreciate it so much.
Thank you, Carlos. We'll be in touch. Yeah, friggin'. I found this to be the best methodology. They get like these like freaking 45-minute to 2-hour therapy calls. It's a fucking length of a movie. But I'm not gonna sign up. Well, you can come in here, sit in, and then give me a second here. Give me a second. Where's love one? Perfect. Plexi, take down that screenshot. Okay. Everybody hit roll. Everybody hit a roll. Once going twice. That's why your name sounded familiar. We had another Carlos Alvarado. I thought you were him coming back into the program. But that's a common name though. Okay.
Rich, I'm gonna go ahead and follow up with Jermaine, but unfortunately, I do gotta let you guys go. I appreciate it so much. Thanks so much for taking the time to actually let me hop on and be a guest.
Thank you, man. We'll see you soon. Welcome to the family. Okay. Let's see. I messaged Ian earlier this week, but didn't think. Yeah, got it. Okay. You guys that are applying, go ahead and meet up in your own little breakout room session. Let's go ahead and get it. Kel, yo, you got a lot of activity out there. The best way to prepare for the Google interview is actually by just doing more interviews, getting more of those reps. So like you're coming in there freaking like sharp, snappy, sounding out polished. Okay. And then Dana and Daniel definitely go through the whole resume YouTube playlist. I added an extra videos in there. There's been so many changes to job hunting as you guys have both felt on the receiving end.
Mm-hmm.
So like making sure all the checklist items are like done so that way I did like a 3-hour resume review last time. I felt really bad for the people that was up until like 1 a.m. But like, yeah, I was just like, I can't even do it by time zone. It's like, who has the most completed resume? I'll give it a review. And then, yeah, everybody that's on the offer channel felt as stressed out or as miserable, as shitty as some of you guys are feeling right now. And they're right now, like, you guys just have to go out there and just like, we do this for a living. It's 30-2-2. So you guys just gotta like just stick with the 32 too. You know? Yeah, it's like freaking hilarious. I think I'm in a call with all these other like 7-figure coaches trying to get to 8 figures. There's this guy, he has this program called Jailhouse Workout. He's like, you want to know why people in jail are so jacked? All you gotta do is 500 push-ups a day, and you'll look like, he's like, you can eat whatever it is that you want, as much as you want. You'll. And I was like, you're clearing how much just telling people to do 500 push-ups a day? Man, I'm in the wrong business. I'm working way too hard. But like, he's like, how? But he's like, you're rich, but how many people can do 5? He's like, if I gave you like $10,000 a day, you could do 500 push-ups a day, right? How many people could you do 500 push-ups a day? He's like, it's not like you can't do it. And I was like, you know what? He's right. I could do 500 push-ups a day. I choose not to. It's too hard. So, I always end the call with this. If I gave you guys all, if I put a Louis Vuitton duffel bag full of cash in front of your doorstep, and I dressed up like one of the homies from Squid Game, and I said, you know what? This money here is yours, and here's $10,000 in an inch, which is 100 stacked up to an inch is 10 grand. Every Asian kid knows that growing up. And I said, if you want the $100,000, you got to get a product manager job within 30 days. You guys be bagging up product manager jobs by next Wednesday, yo. So that's the truth. So we don't have a market issue. We have a motivation issue. So let's get the outreach out. All right, fam. I will see you guys. Wednesday is the mock interview calls. Um, I heard from Dana, but I've also heard from a lot of other people. Behavioral questions is where people are getting wrecked at. Behavioral questions has overtaken technical questions, strategy questions. Up to like 80% of the interview right now is behavioral questions because they want to see how it is that you're going to do under pressure. So behavioral questions are examples of like, name a time when, tell me about da 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 da. Yeah, CJ, let me know about that. But like, let me know a time when this. Or like a weakness, a time when you have to learn a new skill quickly, a time when you have to deal with. Because right now, that's your job as a product manager. It's just like you're dealing with all these challenges. How do you respond to it? That is the Wednesday call, folks. With that said, that is the Wednesday call, folks. With that said, everything is a funnel, okay? It's all about getting that round to the next interview and then also like following up with your rejection. Crit Wish, he is the freaking epitome of this thing as a standard. Following up with those roles even after you got rejected from it. A lot of times the company that you are taking a job at, I've actually believed in it more than ever because there was somebody that interviewed with me 3 weeks ago, it was like a no. And then or like 2 months ago, it was like a no. And then like, we decided to give it another shot because it's been a difficult position to fill. And that person I also saw, uh, how many people, everybody that joined the program, that January 4th cohort, I mean, they all landed. I mean, bro, we live stream everything. There is no secrets here. There's no secrets here. This is I don't even know. This is like day 91 of the challenge. We've been around. But like, yeah, like a lot of times, like the companies that you like, the companies that you have, that you've interviewed with, they're the ones that are gonna go ahead and actually come through for you. Dana's a perfect example. I spoke with her 2 hours last year. I think she spoke with another one of my team members. Michael Estoy, June June 30th, 2023. January 31st, 2025. And it was funny because like Michael, I showed up to that call like an hour late, right? Because like what they're like, oh yeah, it's like, yo, it's Friday night. That guy talked to us again. He's probably not going to show up. I mean, who does a call on Friday night, right? And I was like, I'll do a call on Friday night. It's Saturday morning for me. Yeah, and I was freaking changing apartments that day too. Like sometimes when you get so burnt out, that's why like you guys have to get more engaged with the group. Sometimes when you guys get so burnt out, it's just natural to be like, oh, 140K for a senior PM role, and then you'll see another person in the program take that job for like 210, right? It's easy to just be like negative, negative, negative. Trust me, I have an 8th-degree black belt in being negative. I can be a hater at a I can get paid to be a hater. But it never solves the problem. It never solves the problem. I can go out there and complain all I want, you know, and then my team will be like, what else are you gonna do, Rich? Stop being a coach. It's true. Okay. If you guys have any other questions, hit me up. Everybody here, mock interview with Kel. He's got his Google interview in progress. Google Kel is all about confidence. It's 100, like the more relaxed you are, that's the person that they want. Like because they throw shock questions at you and like run them. Like you have to like simulate environments where like expect to just get questions that you just wouldn't expect to go out there and get, right? They want to see how desperate you are. The people that are fanboying and fangirling Google, they just feel like you're gonna get so much more sporting the Google logo than they're getting the value out of you. They don't want to hire those people. That's how Shivani got Amazon despite H-1B visa, despite they're doing layoffs, right? It's always about value. If you want a $40,000 pay bump after talking to a CEO for 2 hours on a Saturday, it's about value. If it's about even getting him to the call, well, I really want to just talk to you to just see what's going to make you happy. Okay, yeah, I will spend my Saturday morning talking to you about what's going to make me happy. If you want to talk to me about how you feel like we lowballed you, I'm not trying to spend my Saturday morning talking to you, bro. It's always like what's their benefit, right? What are they getting out of it? So if they feel like they're getting value, they're gonna go ahead and they're gonna go ahead and they're gonna go ahead and come through. Why do you think Korean protests always become a K-pop concert, dude? It's freaking cold. But like it's like, yeah, I can protest and I'm gonna have fun. Yeah, I'm gonna come through at 2 a.m. in the morning. So have all your interview questions ready to go. Daniel, if you want some like mock responses to how to answer that job hoppy situation, bring it in. Remind me of that. We can go out there and go like have your questions ready to come through. I don't really want to do this motivation session for 30 minutes and it's like, oh, like these are the questions. Today, honestly, Jessica and Kel brought in, like, if you guys notice the habit, the people that are bringing in the interviews, they're the ones that are getting like interviews, right? This is the Monday call that I've been running since January. Kel and Jessica, good job for you. But you guys should be bringing in 10 job descriptions. Everybody in here should be bringing in 10, 20 job descriptions, crafting up these messages, right? Like everybody should have 10 interview questions ready to go. I routinely go more than 1 hour for you guys on this call. Like we should be bringing all that shit in. Why would we want to wait on that, right? You guys should be bringing in 10, 20 job descriptions in here. So to answer Sharia's question, action. If you do 500 push-ups a day, you're gonna go ahead and freaking get a good body. You swipe on freaking Tinder like 2,000 times a day, you're gonna go ahead and find somebody. He's got to do anything consistently for 45 days and things happen. We did this live call consistently for more than 90 days as like a start of the year challenge. I'm going to do it for another 90 days for Q2. We ended up enrolling like so many more people because why? We've been consistently doing it. So anyways, I'm going to run. The only one I brought, I couldn't find myself. Oh, that's good too. That's also good. Don't make me work that hard. But yeah, 100%. Now I got to go ahead and find a new apartment because freaking Wi-Fi here has been hot garbage, as you guys have noticed. And in my line of work, I cannot afford to have bad Wi-Fi. And I saw some very shitty, unfortunately, I saw some very shitty apartments because now it's springtime. It's Cherry Blossom Festival and everybody's coming through. So it's like, I just got to go out there and just source more freaking apartments. Anyways, I got to run. Talk to you guys later.